Welcome back to the deep dive. It is February 13th, 2026. And if you've been following the news, the script this week wasn't just flipped, it feels like it was torn up and set on fire.
It's just absolute chaos out there.
Yeah.
We're looking at a synthesis of Olympic stats, some pretty serious legal filings, and broadcast trends from just the last 48 hours.
And our mission today is really to unpack what happens when this curated image of the elite athlete just collides with, well, hard reality.
Whether that's physics, geopolitics, or even the penal code.
Let's start with the physics. Men's figure skating. For 2 solid years, the story was simple. Ilya Malinin, the quad god, shows up, he jumps, he wins gold.
Yeah, that's not what happened in Milan. Not at all. It was a total collapse.
He finished 8th.
8th. And to get why, you have to look past just, he fell. This was like a high-risk asset portfolio just crashing. He went for this incredibly dangerous layout, including that quad axel.
His signature move.
Exactly. And when he popped that first jump into a single, the math just turned on him instantly.
Okay, hold on. Let's unpack that. Because normally a fall is just a deduction, right? Why did his score just tank so completely?
It's more than just the fall deductions. When he popped it, meaning he opened up midair, didn't finish the rotations, he lost the entire base value of the move.
So he got 0 credit for it.
0 credit. He wasn't just getting deductions, he was bleeding points from the second the music started.
And while all this is happening, Mikhail Shadorov from Kazakhstan is having the skate of his life. And I saw in the notes, he skated to the diva dance from The Fifth Element.
I know. It's a nightmare for timing. But somehow Shadorov used that chaos. He landed 5 quads.
5.
And if you look at the technical element score, the TES, he beat Malinin by nearly 40 points.
Wow. In figure skating, a 40-point gap is like losing a basketball game by triple digits.
It wasn't even close.
Right.
But the real twist here wasn't just the score, it was Malinin's reaction.
Right.
I mean, arguably the most dominant skater of his generation just had a total professional disaster, and he didn't sulk. He went straight to Shadorov and said, "You deserve it."
A real moment of sportsmanship. Which brings us to the skeleton event, where the human element wasn't celebrated at all. It was disqualified. This story about Ladislav Haraskevich is heavy.
It is. This is that collision of sport and war. Haraskevich, the Ukrainian racer, was pulled from competition just 21 minutes before his heat.
And the issue was his helmet.
His helmet, yeah. It featured images of 24 people, athletes and coaches, some of them children, who were killed in the war.
Okay, so the IOC cites Rule 50, neutrality. But we've seen tributes before. I mean, American skaters have worn tributes to parents, others have religious symbols. Why was this helmet different?
The IOC's argument was this was a specific reference to an active geopolitical conflict, which they say violates that political neutrality clause. They did offer a compromise. Which wear a black armband.
Right.
You can show mourning, but without the specific, political imagery.
And he refused the armband.
He called it bargaining with the memory of the dead. His team argued it was inconsistent, that the IOC gets to pick and choose which grief is neutral and which is political. The appeal failed.
So, no helmet, no race.
No race.
So from technical reality on the ice to geopolitical reality in the chute. Let's move to legal reality. The Super Bowl's over Seahawks won, but the big headline is Stefon Diggs.
Yeah, it's a bad situation.
Yeah.
Diggs was arraigned on February 13th on felony strangulation charges. This apparently started as a dispute with a former personal chef over unpaid wages.
And the police report, it's incredibly specific. It mentioned the crook of his elbow.
That's the allegation. It's a really severe accusation. But then you get this bizarre detail in the filings involving Cardi B.
Wait, what?
The police report mentions a voicemail she apparently left for the accuser, basically downplaying it, saying it was not that big of a deal.
Which a felony charge definitely is a big deal.
Precisely. And this just shatters that invincible athlete narrative. You've got a superstar receiver, fresh off the Super Bowl, facing the actual justice system. The celebrity bubble popped.
Okay, let's cleanse the palate before we wrap up, because there was some lighter reality breaking through. The NBA Celebrity Game gave us Shams Charania literally reporting news while playing.
Checking his phone on the court.
Yeah.
It's the perfect metaphor for the information age. But the real viral winner of the Olympics was Aiden Oldenburg.
Curly Rambo.
The internet just loves a regular guy. He's an environmental scientist. He wears this red bandana. Looks like he just wandered in from a hiking trip. And he's helping lead the U.S. curling team. He's the anti-celebrity.
He feels approachable, which I guess brings us to the synthesis of all this. You have Malinin failing, Haraskevich protesting, Diggs indicted, and Oldenburg going viral for being normal.
It tells me that in 2026, the audience is craving reality. But the institutions, the IOC, the leagues, the broadcasters, they're all struggling to contain it. We want athletes to be human, but, well, humans are messy.
That's the friction point, isn't it? We cheer for the human interest story until it turns into a political protest we don't like or a felony charge.
Exactly. We want the personality just without the consequences.
So here's the question for you to chew on. As we demand more authenticity from our athletes, are we actually prepared to handle what happens when their real lives, their grief, their legal issues, their politics crash into the sanitized entertainment product we're all trying to watch?
That is the question. Thanks for listening.